Welcome back to the second question, the continuation of linear differential equations. We're in question 2, solve the differential equation. If you missed the question 1, please quickly go and watch question 1 before proceeding to question 2. Look at what we have here. You realize that this question, this is the question, and this is the condition we are given. When x is 0, y is 1. So if you look at this, you realize that this conforms to this format. A1 as a function of x, dy dx, mean y prime, then plus. This is first differential. The functions of x, y equal to what? B of x. And I said in the intro that when you have a case like this, you have to divide by the attachment to your first differential. Okay, and that will be equal to what? First differential plus this, then plus b equal to b as a function of x over a1 as a function of x. And this one we now said is first differential plus this fraction is what we call the p of x. Okay, y. Okay, and then this fraction here also, we call it what? Q of x. So that's what we are going to apply to this form. So we're going to divide by this attachment to your first differential. So at the end of the day, it will be like this. Okay, and don't forget, this is a linear differential equation. Okay, it's a linear differential equation. Then the next thing to do now is to, step 1, divide through the equation, by the attachment to your first differential, which is cos x. So, and that will give us dy dx plus sin x over cos x y equal to this one also, s cos x squared over cos x. So this will now give us, don't forget that this fraction is tan. Sine over cos is tan x. So we now have dy dx plus tan x, okay, equal to what? This one is a twice of that of cos x is up there. So we now have s cos x. Okay. So this come to what? To pure dy dx. This now conform to dy dx plus p of x equal to what? Equal to q of x. So this conform to that. So whereby this is linear in what? In y. It's linear in y, where p of x is the attachment to your y, is equal to your p of x is equal to what? Tan x. Okay, and your q of x, the correspond this given standard form to the question. Your q of x is what? X cos x. And I want to say at this point, it's not every time that the question will conform directly to this standard form. Sometimes you have to do some division, some algebra, so that it will conform to what? To the standard form. And the best way to learn this aspect is to practice with questions. Okay, the more you practice, the better you become, and that is just that. Okay, we know q of x, we know p of x. Then step 2 is to get the integral factor. Get the what? Get the integral factor. Get the integral factor, which has a formula. The formula is what? Is this mu? This is the formula equal to what? This symbol equal to exponential p of x, integral of p of x dx. So that's the formula for integral factor. Let's plug in what we have, and that will be equal to what? My p of x is what? Is tangent, is tan x dx. And don't forget, we don't have direct table for tangents. So there'll be need for us now to split it. Tan is what? Sine over cos. Okay? So then next thing we now do now is the derivative of cos. The differential coefficient of cosine is minus sine x, which is almost the same as this. So we are going to make it to be the same as the numerator. Okay? And that will be equal to what? Exponential to the power of integral minus sine x over what? Over cos x. And whatever you introduce, you have to introduce the same at the outside so that you cancel out. Okay? So the derivative now of the denominator is now equal, is now the same to the what? To the numerator. And one of the videos I said, I think in method of integration, that whenever your numerator is equal to derivative of the denominator, then the integral, the answer will be equal to what? Logarithm or ln of the denominator. Okay, I'll put the link of that video in the description so that you can watch that and get more in-depth understanding on that. Okay, so this will be equal to exponential minus ln cos x, and that will be equal to exponential ln cos x minus 1. This minus will go to the front, and that will be equal to what? Cos x minus 1, and that's equal to what? Sec x. This is 1 over cos. That's sec x. And don't forget, exponential to power of ln f of x will give you what? Will give you f of x. That's one of the rules of exponential. Okay, so that's that on that. We've gotten the integral factor. We need to get the general solutions. Okay, at this point, if you are new and you're watching me, please subscribe right now and click on the notification bell so that as we upload, you get notified. Okay, and then please click on the like button across all our videos. Okay, and please bring traffic to the channel by inviting your friends and your family so that we can achieve our targets of 1 million subscribers in 6 months. And I believe it's very possible with your cooperation. Let's do it together. Okay? The general solution. The final step, step 3. The solution for the differential equation. The solution is what? It's linear in y, so that will be y equal to 1 over the integral factor. Open your bracket, integral factor times the q of x dx plus c. Okay? Then, after that, let's make substitutions. That's integral factor is sec x. Open your bracket, integral here, integral factor sec x. And then q of x is what? Is x cos x. S cos x dx plus c. Okay, so let's break the trig function. The sec is 1 over cos, and then sec is 1 over cos x times x cos x dx plus c. Cos will cancel out, cosine will cancel out at each other. Okay, then we now have the inverse of 1 over cos x will be what? Will be cos x, and that will be equal to, into brackets, this is integral. Then we have integral of what? To remain x here, x dx plus c. Okay, then if you integrate x, so we have, if you integrate s, we have x squared over 2 plus c. And then we have the boundary conditions. We have the conditions of when x is 0, y is 1. So let's do that. So if you do that, this is your y. That will be 1 equal to, this one also be what? This will be 1, because 0 is 1. So that will be equal to 1 over 2 plus c. Okay, so c is what? 1 minus half. And that's equal to what? That's half. So just come back here and make your substitutions for your C, and that's that on this question. Okay. The thing is that once you follow rules, okay, life is governed by rules. Life is governed by rules. Once you follow rules, you get the results. Okay, you get the results. Follow the rules and get the results.